warm welcome to the 2011 World Superbike Championship. I'm Jonathan Green, bringing you all the action from the second round of the season, which comes from the historic Donington Park in the United Kingdom. Deep in the heart of the English countryside, Donington is one of the oldest venues in motor racing, celebrating 80 years of motorcycle racing in 2011 since it began in 1931. Donington was also the venue of the first ever World Superbike race weekend in 1988, and it seems fitting after a forced financial closure a year ago for World Superbikes to be the first world-class event to put it back on its feet. Coming into a rather chilly spring weekend in England, the series is led by the bull from Spain, Carlos Checa, who took pole and 2 wins at Phillip Island in round 1 to lead the series by 10 points over world champion Max Biaggi, with rookie Marco Melandri on the Yamaha in 3rd, local favourite this weekend Leon Haslam of Britain in 4th. Checa rides for the Altea non-factory Ducati team. As our expert Steve Martin found out, Carlos Checa has everything at his disposal in this one-man team to keep him winning.
Last year, Carlos Checa had some fantastic results in the Privateer Altea team. He was pretty much the underdog of the championship. He won a few races, which was fantastic for the team, but never really had the chance to have a full assault at winning the championship. Things have changed this year because he's got a much better machine underneath him. I know they look the same, they've got the same colour fairing, but there's a lot more technical support from Ducati gone into Carlos's bike, and I'm going to tell you what that support is. The first thing that's changed is the electronic package. Last year, he had a simplified version of the factory electronic system. This year, he's got an extra dedicated technician that works solely on the electronics, so he's got a much better electronic package under him. The engine has got a lot more RPM, a few hundred more RPM. It doesn't sound like a lot, an extra few hundred RPM, but that extra few hundred RPM gives him the option to run shorter gearing, and also gives him the option to have a little bit more top-end power, something that he lacked last year. So those two things are probably the main differences, and it's hard to quantify how much better the bike is, but it really is better, especially over a race distance. Last year, Carlos Checa could win races, but this year, in my mind, he's going to go for the championship.
The Donington circuit has been one of the favourites on the calendar for years, with the fast-sweeping Craner curves and the stop-start Goddards and Melbourne Loop. The riders and fans have always enjoyed great racing here, and in 2011 there was even a modification to contend with, as the famous Foggy S's were widened, made even faster, which would further reduce lap times. Talking of which, Superpole was again a highly competitive affair, and once again everyone was chasing the Ducati of Carlos Checa. The British riders were keen for a front row start, with both Leon Haslam and Tom Sykes making 2nd and 3rd respectively, while Czech sensation Jakob Schmerz was a superb 4th to round out the front row. But no one could match the pace of the flying Spaniard Carlos Checa, who made it 2 in a row with a 1:28.099 to take the pole for the 2 races ahead. On race day, bitterly cold weather conditions greeted the riders for the start of race 1. With 3 quick starting Aprilias on the 2nd row, led by Noriyuki Haga, the front row knew the first corner would be crucial. Let's head then to the start of race 1, round 2, from Donington Park. And go lights, away we go, and a good start from Checa, but a better start from Haslam. Haslam's got the whole shot by the looks of things as we head down towards Redgate, and right behind him is Jakob Schmerz.
Haga, 2nd.
Schmerz has dropped back a little as they go through Schwantz for the first time and up to McLean's. Through here, down to 3rd gear. Nice move from Leon Camia's up there too, and he's got past Haga. So Leon Camia already showing it's just a question of fitness with him, but now he's got 2nd place. I'm sure he won't even think about his fitness.
Definitely not. Camia is normally a slow starter, and then he works his way into it throughout the race. So for him to be in that position so early is very, very good. But Leon Haslam at the moment out front.
Well, this is just what Leon wanted, a start that get ready. But Checa, where did he go from? He started really well, and now he's what, down in 6th, 7th, 9th place at the moment.
Oh, and there, those 2 guys.
Now, this could get interesting. Melandri and Biaggi. Melandri just ahead of the world champion. Guintoli just behind him, and then Checker. And Checker needs to get in gear, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, Checker's got obviously some sort of problem to come from pole position down to 11th. I mean, he was 4 seconds a lap slower on the start at the first lap than was Leon Haslam.
And Guintoli's now got past Checker as well as he sits up again.
Yeah, he's got some sort of tyre problem or something. He's just got absolutely no grip from the rear, and a little bit wide from Melandri.
Now, let's watch the Aprilia on the Yamaha. See who's got the top speed as they cross the line. Here comes Hager at the inside of Goddard.
He's got it.
Oh, and he does. He pushes Cammy out of the way, and he won't like that much. The two Aprilias side by side down the main straight.
And
Schmerz has dived in there, and Sykes will be next.
Past both of them. And then, and let's not forget Tom
Whoa,
Sykes.
Tom, go on.
Whoa.
That's to sit up.
If the pace stays at this, around 29.9, 30.0.
Sykes goes through.
Yeah, nice move by Tom there. Just remember, 2008, Sykes nearly won his first World Superbike race here, so he knows how to ride around this circuit, and that Kawasaki's improved a lot since.
And spent many years in the British Championship, going pretty good round here too. Championship leader is in 10th. Meanwhile, Haslam's leading. Here comes Marco again.
Yeah, up the inside, and that's what the Yamaha was really, really good at Phillip Island, was just the turning. And this track, if you've got a bike that turns well, it's going to be really, really good. You can make your way forward.
Oh, and Schmerz goes through and takes the lead.
Wow.
So, well, I know we've all been waiting for Jakob to really show his true colours in a race. Maybe this is the day. He takes the lead now. Here it is, the move.
Just right up the inside, held the front line, chopped across the front a little bit, managed to hold his line, and is making the most of that Hager or Fabrizio machine from last year.
Oh, what on earth has gone on there?
The wheel brake.
So we stay on board with Marco Melandri, who up the old hairpin goes up on Max Biaggi again. But Max says, thanks very much, I'll have that. You got the wrong line, son. Just listening to the sound of that Yamaha. The Aprilia takes a completely different line. It's almost like a stop and then sit it up and go. Whereas everybody else tries to flow through Goddard.
Yes, the Yamaha, more or less, it can just really...
Biaggi!
On Hager, he's wide.
Oh, and that's where he got in trouble. And that has just messed that one up.
Yeah, and he was certainly making his way forward, was Max Biaggi, but now he's back down the pack again.
Oh, Biaggi again in trouble. He got overtaken by Ray, then tried to take the inner line and just didn't pull it off. And now he's in trouble again. Checker's past him.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I'll say it again, the world champion looks distinctly rattled.
He holds a good lean angle as well.
Doesn't he?
Up
And he's looking for it, he's looking for it, and he's got it at the old hairpin. Classic Donington.
That is classic, because now it's very difficult for Leon to do anything until he gets up to McLean's. Perhaps into McLean's he can try and bite back. God, I wouldn't want to be racing against Max Biaggi today, I tell you.
Well, Jonathan Ray is looking for his opportunity. Through goes Biaggi again, but again he's blown it. What is he thinking? Well, this is not the ride of a champion by any means, or not the ride of what we're used to seeing from Max Biaggi in terms of mistakes. I'd expect a youngster to be making these sort of mistakes, but not a five-time world champion. Coppers his next opportunity, Steve.
Yeah, and look at that, he's got the speed. Not here. He's got time, he knows he's got time, he can make the pass, he's just going to try and do it.
You can see the grip coming off. No grip at all for the Ducati, and here we go, the Yamaha powers down. And into the lead goes Marco Melandri.
Can he hold it though? Yes.
Schmerz is going to try everything he can, but really, like I said, I don't think he can push any harder than he already is. And Marco Melandri of Italy takes the lead here at Donington Park, leading his first World Superbike race and headed towards a possible famous victory here. Haslam's run failed to materialise, and he could be caught by Checker in the last moment. Certainly that's the intention of Checker, and he's all about this last corner here at Melbourne. He does. Checker goes for it. He's got to hold it tight though. Checker kicks it as tight as he possibly can. Leon's been here before and cuts it tight, but Checker's got the advantage. One more chance for Haslam, but here comes marvellous Marco Melandri. Does it at Donington. A fantastic victory for Marco Melandri, his first ever World Superbike victory. And Carlos Checker is delighted because he's beaten Haslam and gets on the podium, and that is a massive, massive podium for Carlos Checa.
It's been an awesome race for me. It's been very tough the first part of the race because many riders were pretty aggressive, were pretty strong, so I just have to keep my rhythm. And when I was alone, I just catch Kaimir and Haslam pretty quick, but I take a long time to pass them. After that was just 5 laps to go, and Kuba was pretty far, but I just try to do my best rhythm as I can. Kuba slowed down a little bit, so he helped me to come back, and in the end he was gone, so he has not as good grip, so I couldn't pass him quite easy, and I won. So I just want to say thanks to Yamaha, to all my sponsors, to all the people who's been working with me this winter.
And what about that Yamaha? It looks really good now in your hands. It looked very stable out there and very fast.
Yeah, we've been working very hard, thinking about the race, and we knew this track could be pretty good for us, so like I said, we missed a bit of top speed, but the package is very, very balanced, so I really like it, and I have a lot of fun.
Well, what a great way to earn a debut win in World Superbikes. Having been balked in qualifying by Biaggi, Melandri had to start from the 3rd row. But he dug deep and rode superbly to defeat the field and win his first win. That, I'm sure, will be the first of many. And hats off also to Jakob Schmerz, his best result ever in the series, and to Carlos Checa, who really had to fight to get on level terms and make the podium, keep his lead at the top of the championship standings. Going into race 2, all eyes would be on the 3rd row as Marco Melandri of Italy will try to repeat the feat and close on the championship leader and poleman Carlos Checa. Watch out also for the fast starting of Prilias as we head to the start of race 2. Can Jakob Schmerz, and a jump start from Biaggi! A terrible jump by Biaggi! Definitely a jump start right in front of our noses here in the commentary booth as away they go, and a good start from Tom Sykes. Checa goes into 2nd place, and it looks like Haslam's got the jump.
Hager's up there too, right up there is Hager, but look at Checa this time round with that softer rear tyre. He's got the grip that he didn't have before.
Well, we were totally distracted by it, as was Biaggi at the start there. He completely blew that. But he ain't going to win this race, and he ain't going to get many points, and that means that he just plays his Corsa now and duffs him up as well. He's just not having a good weekend, is he, really?
Not really. On board Max Biaggi there as Ruben Zaus goes past him. But look at the stomper there, Aprilia. You can see it there. He had to back off.
Checa coming through at the Melbourne Loop to take the lead in race 2. And tucks it in tightly.
That is exactly what he needed to do, because he's got that soft tyre on. He needs to make as much ground now as he can. He's definitely got a grip advantage over Haslam at the moment. What
a difference a time makes. Here's the take again.
Yep. But that's the 2 choices. Just because that's happening now doesn't mean it's going to happen later on.
And Checa did a 1:28.9 that last lap. Fastest man out there. That's hugely impressive.
New lap record, 28.9, 29.1 last race with Noriki Haga. So 28.9, new lap record.
Look at the man on the move, Melandri. Look how much he's taken out of Haslam, and now he's taking him completely. But those 3, well, for a moment there, Haslam's not giving up. Hey, this is my backyard. You may win race 1, but you're not having race 2. Well, not easily, anyway. Max Biaggi, not the black flag one. But it's been a sad weekend and a tough weekend, and it all really started unravelling, didn't it? Checa does a 1:28.9, and the black flag goes out for the champ.
You can come in now, your weekend's over, Max.
Yeah, start thinking about Assen and Monza. Now, he really does need to start rebuilding it.
Whoa, Haslam in the dirt.
Now that's bad news. And the Scorse is going to catch him, and so too Johnny Ray. And look who's coming! How about that? It's that man, Ruben Zaus.
Yeah, but I just want to remind you that Ruben Zaus is one of the only few other guys that put that softer rear tyre on, so he should get up there. In theory, he should be where Checa is. He's got that much more grip than most of the other guys out there.
And Joan Lascors is now in 4th position. So this would be the best run for the young Spaniard as well, the Catalan, looked after by Pierre Riba, who of course was so successful both here in World Supersport and in the British Championship, now mentor to the young Spaniard.
Yeah, Sykes has had some sort of problems. He's back down in 3rd position. I'll just check what tyre the Scorse has got on. The Scorse is another one.
In comes the champion.
Yeah, let's see what goes on here.
Deadly silence in the Aprilia pit. See, not even his mechanics want to talk to him.
No.
Well, there's no point, there's nothing to say. Here is that jump start. He was way, you can see the red lights.
Camia now.
Now he's got a chance, and now he takes his chance. Through goes Camia. Now, these are the laps that count for Leon Camia. And watch how Marco Melandri catches up here at the breaking point. Oh,
Yeah,
how close do you want to be?
Right to the apex of the corner is where Melandri is so strong. Like the first initial braking, Camia is stronger, and then Melandri
Right
all
at
the
the
way
end,
to the apex.
Yep.
That's why Melandri's probably a little bit easier to outbrake. Like Melandri has to do all his overtaking more or less right at the apex of the corner. You can see there again, boom, he's catching up right at the apex, and Camia sort of like gets it in there, turns it and squirts it out. So it sort of slows him down a little bit.
Well, this is a fantastic performance of racing by Leon Camia, who is far from 100% fit, we've said again, but it needs to be illustrated because he is really struggling, I know. Checker crosses the line at 1:29.8, still impressive, but 3/10 quicker. Camia 1:29.5, likewise Melandri. The gap down to 3.1 seconds now.
It's doable.
Yes, it is. 5 laps, absolutely, but it's going to be tough.
Very tough.
Oh, through Cranus.
Whoa, there's a moment up the inside.
It's a moment too much, almost, and through the inside.
There goes Melandri.
Yep, and that was it. All that was that one moment, just a little lift. He was just too far over on the track, and he just sat up for a moment.
A little lift right there. He's lucky to save that.
Yep. Headed for victory. And his domination of World Superbikes continues with a podium and a victory here. One more corner to go. Takes a look out of the corner of his right eye to see where Melandri is, and he's clean and free of the Italian. It's Spain and King Carlos out of Gollards. And Carlos Checa wins at Donington Park to take race 2. An important race victory for the Spaniard. And Camia brilliantly takes the podium. Melandri takes second.
It's a fantastic beginning, but especially this victory here in Donington for me is something special. That is great, no? The starting, the winning in Australia, especially the winning here in Donington. We're struggling a lot, race 1, and especially as well race 2 at the end, where Marco was pushing Leon as well. But we've been able to keep the gap until the end.
And this time you got a much better start than in race 1, which made all the difference.
Yeah, basically we decided for the tire with the better grip. In race 1 I couldn't get the grip at the beginning, and I lose a lot of position, making some mistakes. Now from the beginning I was quite stable, quite good grip on the back, and just at the end tire dropped down a little, but as usual.
So, what a weekend for Checa. A podium and a victory consolidates his championship lead as they head next to another great Ducati stomping ground, Assen in Holland. But Checa knows he can't let up. The Yamaha of Marco Melandri will be strong again at every track they go to. And well done also to Leon Camia, the Brit, giving the hardy home fans who came out in the cold something to cheer about as they head on their journey home. They too will make the pilgrimage across to Assen to see him do it all again. After the first race at Phillip Island, where the Supersport Championship finished with a top 3 split by just 9,000ths of a second, the crowd were looking for more of the same at Donington Park. Italian Luca Scassa prevailed in Australia, and here in England, he was on pole position yet again and ready to go for back-to-back wins. His teammate Chaz Davis, though, wanted to take his first ever World Supersport win on home soil, and started alongside his teammate Scassa. Also on the front row, the two men who narrowly missed out on the race win in Australia, Sam Lowes of Great Britain and Brock Parks of Australia. So, would anyone challenge Scassa? Let's find out as we head to the start of round 2. Scassa in pole on the right. Lights go on, and they go, away they go. Didn't hold them very long at all. Sam Lowes has got away brilliantly, and Scassa's not got badly away, but I think it is going to be Scassa that leads them in, and the other Yamaha of Chaz Davis goes with him.
Gino's up
Gino
there
Ria
too.
is the man that's gone best out of the second row starters, and he's in third place as they head down Craters, and it's crucial that they don't get through here.
Yeah, I was watching Brock Parks off the start, and his reaction time was just a little bit off, so that's why he wasn't up there. He's slotted himself into 7th position at the moment, one spot behind his teammate Salom in 5th. So the first Kawasaki you see at the moment is Salom, not Brock.
Gasser's pushing hard already, and Gino Ria trying to go around the outside of McLean's. There's no room for that as he looks out to Coppice in 3rd position in the black leathers and the orange helmet number 4.
That is a very aggressive first sector for Scasser. Look at the gap that he's pulled out already over Chaz Davies.
Chaz Davies in 2nd place, but he's got Gino Ria. Oh, somebody's gone bang already.
That's not good news.
Plume of smoke goes up, and hopefully everybody's avoided it. They have, and he's not on the racing line per se, and they should be able to get a flag out there fairly swiftly. Well, the Brits have got to be excited. There's a good chance that one of these three will be on the podium. Davis is 2nd, Ellison 3rd, and Ria in 4th place, and then Sam Lowe's 5th.
Yeah, wow, look at Sam Lowe's. That is on the limit.
Way too hard at this stage, I would have said, but never mind.
That was pretty close, but he wants to, I mean, to be fair, Sam Lowe's doesn't want to finish 3rd or 4th. He wants to beat Scasser, and Scasser at the moment's got nearly a 3-second lead over him already.
Yeah, Scasser's done well at the start of this race to really, like you say, that opening lap was incredible. He pulled about half a second away. He's now 1.3 seconds ahead of this battle, and making it look easy. But then again, Phillip Island was a little bit like that, and they caught him up, didn't they?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, the way that Scasser starts, it reminds me a little bit about Eugene Laverty and the way that he used to get off the line on that PTR machine. But you can see now that Sam Lowe's is trying to get away, find a way around Gino Ria.
Like I said, he's never won on the world stage until Phillip Island, and now wants to keep on going. Sam Lowe's!
Oh no!
Sam Lowe's is out! And that is a rare mechanical problem for the Parkville Gar team.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that for a long time. It'll be interesting to see what that is.
I wonder what that is. Now the battle is on though between Robin Harms and Gino Ria, and Ria continues to battle, and look at Lowe's, he's distraught.
Yeah, I mean, he made his job hard. He didn't get a very good start. He probably had the pace to run with the guys out the front, but it was all for nothing in the end.
Well, he wants a soft landing for sure if he gets past Scasser.
Scasser was late on the brakes there. And look at Davies. Davies carries just a little bit more corner entry speed.
Steve, you've ridden this bike, you've been in this position before. Tell me what Davies is going to do with 1 lap to go here at Donington.
Whatever it is, it's going to be desperate. And there it is, into turn 1.
Didn't take long, it was desperate. He could have blown it completely now, because Scasser will get his head down on Crater curves.
Yeah, that was, I wasn't expecting him to do it there. He was just a little bit too far back, but he's certainly not going to settle for 2nd, is he? He's made his job a little bit harder now, but he's got to give it everything he can. Good run out by Chaz Davies, considering the problems he had last time, though. And look at Luca there, covering his line, but Chaz could get him.
Oh, that was a wide turn.
He covered himself too much there.
Bit of a wobble. It's going to be a lunge up the last turn at Goddard's, but I can't see it happening.
It could.
The two Yamahas.
See how he holds it nice and tight there? Scasser had it covered.
Scasser's got it covered, and his name is Luca, and his is his 2nd win of the year at Donington Park, just holding off.
Shots, I didn't expect it actually from the warm-up, but it was really good, this race. It impressed me. As the beginning start was perfect for me, I started really good, and after a while I had almost 2 seconds, but he took me back, so I had to wait a little bit until last laps, and I knew he would try, but you know, also 2nd would be okay for me. I would be happy, but I win, so it's much better.
And what about this Yamaha? It's sort of setting the championship alight already.
No, it's too early, actually. Okay, we won 2 races too, so it's really good, and I'm really happy about my bike. Yamaha made a really good job, and my team worked really good. Moro is the key man of the team, and Giuliano chose him really good. We have the best team, the best bike, and the best riders, so we must win.
So back-to-back wins for Scasser, but pushed all the way from the hard-charging Chaz Davies of Britain, his best result of the year. And also a best career result for Gino Ria, who took 3rd. The Englishman making the podium despite a painful hand injury sustained last time out. Lucas Gasser now increases his lead in the championship with a perfect record, heading to the next round at Assen in Holland. So an historic weekend for Donington Park, celebrating 80 years of racing with 3 great races and a huge crowd to witness it. Donington is back on the world map, and World Superbikes now heads to another classic circuit in Holland, where the 2011 series is now gathering momentum. Carlos Checa is the man to beat with 3 out of 4 race wins. Now the question is, can anyone stem the flow around the famous Assen circuit? Join us next time to find out. Me, Jonathan Green, goodbye for now.